Hey everybody, welcome back to the homestead. My name is Emily. Today I'm going to start tackling getting the guineas moved into the stall next door until processing day for the meat chickens at least, since one of them is joining the meat chickens. The first thing I need to do is this wall partition here. I had taken chicken wire off of this to use on our chicken tractor, and now I've got to put some other chicken wire or something back up here to finish this wall, because they'll definitely jump over that. I was thinking about putting some bird netting along this wall, but I'm not really sure that that's necessary with the guineas. They're not as keen on getting out like the chickens are. So I might put that off for another day, because I really only have an hour to work out here before I have to get ready to go somewhere. Also, outside of this big sliding door, I'm going to try to make the fences a little taller so that they don't accidentally jump over, because they don't know how to get back in when they do that. And the point is to keep them away from the other chickens. I also want to keep them away from the dogs, because they're so flighty that I don't trust them around the dogs. So I'm going to get started, and I'll just see what I can get done in this hour that I've got. Gotten most of the materials laid out, but there's like a small gap over there, which there's enough overhang on this little wall that I made. I just tossed it over and didn't cut it off. I can cut that off. There's a bunch hanging down, and I think it's more than enough to cover that small gap. But I'm going to go ahead and put up what I've got here so that I can get more done, I guess, in the amount of time that I've got, and then I can revisit that if there's time left or another time. I need to go to the other side to be able to reach that to staple it in. I was worried there for a minute, but once I got these boards up, which I bought for something completely different. Well, not completely different, I suppose. Still a fence, but a deer fence instead of a guinea fence. Once I got these up, it started to look a whole lot better than when I just had the plastic fencing up there all by itself. But I still have this gap here between this post and the chicken wire stops about right there. So I need to get something in that section. And thankfully the chicken wire seems to be standing up pretty well by itself. But I am out of time for right now. I have to take one of my kids to something and then I have to go buy chicken feed. So maybe I'll be back out here this evening depending on the weather, because it's been raining off and on all day. I mean, the sky looks beautiful right now, thankfully, but the rain could come back. So maybe I'll be out here later today and maybe I will see you tomorrow. Day 2. Yeah, errands took a lot longer than anticipated yesterday. So we are back at it today and I'm out here doing the morning chores. And I'm going to go ahead and let this guinea out just because, 1, I feel bad for him, and 2, I'm hoping that we can herd them all in to the other area that I've mostly prepared, and I think it's prepared enough that I can work on it while they're in there. But I'm just going to go ahead and let him out, and hopefully he won't do any damage to Fabio or any of the other chickens while I'm doing the rest of morning chores. Today is the day, my frenemy. I'm gonna let you out. Be good. Be good. Oh, it looks like the other male is put him in his place. I'm guessing that's the other male. I can't actually tell. He's the only one I can tell apart from the rest of them because of his crown or crest or whatever it is on top of his head. I'm not sure if I mentioned, we now only have 5 guineas. One of them got out and got themselves killed. So we're down to 3 girls and a boy. Well, 3 girls and 2 boys. But one of them's on death row. I'm not sure if he's on good behavior, if he should get a stay of execution or not, but I'm not leaning that way. Just because so many chickens are getting hurt. And I'm pretty sure he was the culprit for most, if not all, of the injuries. But who knows, it looks like that other male is telling him that he's the boss now, so maybe he won't be as aggressive. Of course, I'm planning to separate them from the chickens later today, so I won't really be able to tell if he's being on good behavior with the chickens, because we won't be with them. We probably don't need 2 male guineas anyway, with just having 3 females. That's probably too many males per female ratio, and they stay separate from the chickens most of the time anyway. They've separated themselves out and kind of hang out by themselves. They interact intermittently, but not a lot. So his sentence is most likely final. I do have kind of a tender heart, so I might change my mind, but I don't think so. I don't think so in this case. He seems very happy though. He's running around a lot, and I feel much better with him being able to move around now more, because guineas are fast and they like to run around, especially right before bed. I've tried and failed to catch it on camera, but I also haven't tried that hard. But right as the sun is setting and all the chickens are already inside the coop, I've seen the guineas just running like super fast back and forth across the yard, like they're trying to get out all their energy before they go to bed. It's kind of funny. So that is kind of what this guinea is doing now. He's doing a lot of running around. Finally stopped watching the guineas. Time to get back to work. It was a little short, but this should be fine. I just used the zip ties to bridge the gap. And over that corner, I think I'm going to need to secure that in some sort of way. But first I'm going to try to get the guineas in here. We'll see how that goes. It is my lucky day. They're all going inside. I didn't even do anything yet. Aha. That will be helpful. Now they can't get out while I go around. I thought I hit record and I did not hit record. So you may never believe me, but I literally just walked right behind them all the way over here. No problem at all. They just went right in here. It was way too easy. So we'll let them live happily here for a while and see how that goes. And one of the chickens came out while I was doing that, but she's still over there. So I've got to get her back in and get these guys some food and water. And then call it a day, because it is actually about to rain. The male that stayed out is still, chasing off the male that was in the crate. So hopefully that subsides a little bit and they can coexist in here. Otherwise, I may end up just putting the other 4 guineas back in with the chickens, because they were coexisting great with the chickens without that additional male Skegsy. So yeah, we'll just see how this goes. They're trying to figure out how to get back over there. They're a little confused, and one of them already jumped up and tried to fly over. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that right now, hopefully before the rain comes, because if they jump there, they'll get over. While I was doing that, this guy, the one who's on death row, has gone up there to seek refuge because the other male is just bothering him a lot. So yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. He may end up living in this section all by himself until processing day, but we'll give it a day and see what happens. Man, these chickens are being loud. I forgot to open their door back up. That's probably why they're being so loud. There, you happy? Yep, that's what they wanted. Thank you for hanging out with me the last couple of days, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!